Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. I'm telling myself it's a good morning. I don't know where everybody is, but I know a lot of you are up here in the Midwest with me, and we've had the most beautiful 70 and 80 degree weather the last few days. And today it is overcast and gloomy and in the 50s. And tonight they're talking possible snow in some areas. And tomorrow it's supposed to be a high of 38. I was really excited about those warmer temperatures, but it is a little bit early for 80 degrees up here. I'm just very excited that my garlic is up. If anybody is into gardening, planted my garlic in October. My garlic is already up a few inches, so I will have garlic this year, first year ever. So I know not everybody can grow their own food. I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to do that. I do have a garden. This year I'm not doing a whole lot because hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to be doing some work on the house. But yeah, I've got garlic up and I'm getting ready to my onions are going to be shipping on Monday. And what else do I have? Oh, I've got potatoes. They're already in the basement growing. So I'll be able to get them in the ground pretty soon. I'm just very excited. So today we have a total body strength workout. It is going to be a no repeat workout. So if you absolutely hate one of the exercises that we do, you only have to do it once. The only exception to that is we have some exercises that we do on the right side and then we do on the left side. So you will have to do it twice because we have to make sure that we're even and we're doing everything on both sides. Today you will need dumbbells or resistance bands, or you can do a combination. So the exercises, you can use a dumbbell or a resistance band. I'm going to do a little bit of both. So there's some exercises I want to do with a band and some I want to do with dumbbells. And then if you have any circle bands, if you have a circle band, go ahead and grab one of those because we're going to use that for a few exercises as well. If you don't have one, it's okay. You don't need it. It's not mandatory. It's not required. If you need to do some of these exercises sitting, you can absolutely do a lot of these exercises sitting down. So the leg exercises, you might need to do some standing stuff, but for example, when we do squats, you can do chair stance. You can just sit down and stand up into a chair. When we do the lunges, you can hold onto a chair and you can do your lunges holding onto a chair. So if you need a little bit more support, all the upper body work can be done standing or sitting. So it's kind of whatever works for you. I want this to be a workout that is as accessible as possible to everybody. So you might think, oh my gosh, there's no way that I can do push-ups on the floor. You don't have to. You can do push-ups against a countertop. You can do them on your knees. If you've got a step stool, like I want to say ottoman is what I'm thinking of. An ottoman that doesn't go anywhere. You want to push it against a wall or against the couch. You can absolutely do push-ups against an ottoman or something like that. If you don't have dumbbells, grab water bottles, barbecue sauce, canned goods, anything that has a little resistance, a bag of pennies. Grab a couple of bags of pennies. You can even weigh it out on a scale. Hey, this is 2 pounds of pennies or 2 pounds of change, whatever you have. Yeah. So there's lots of options if you don't have a lot of equipment or if you need to keep your equipment light. There's a couple of exercises that body weight is great or, 2 pounds, 3 pounds is all you need. We've got about a minute to go. So just as a reminder, I'm always bad about saying this. My name is Kata. And this is my channel. I specialize in working with people who are 50 and better, but you don't have to be 50 or over to do these exercises. You can make them more challenging if you are younger and you need something a little bit harder by increasing your weights, changing your tempo, going down 3, up 1. I sometimes throw some of that in there. You can be at any age or any ability to do these workouts. It really helps me out if you like any of the videos that you enjoy, if you subscribe to my channel, if you go to any videos that I have upcoming, any upcoming lives, if you click on the little bell icon, it'll notify you anytime I post new content or when I go live on this channel. And also, if there's anything you would like to see, please let me know. I always want to hear from you, and I want you to tell me what kind of stuff you are interested in. I'm not much of a yoga person. That doesn't mean I can't do some yoga type exercises, but I am not a certified or RYT yoga instructor. But I can do a lot of different workouts using a lot of different equipment, as you can see. If you need body weight only, we can toss some of that in there. It's been ages since I taught a full step class, like honestly decades, but I can always go back to teaching some basic step workouts. Whatever you happen to like, just let me know. But it is a little after 8 o'clock, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. And again, we are doing a no repeat total body workout. So dumbbells and or resistance bands, circle bands, and a mat if you want to get down on the floor. So go ahead and grab those, chair if you need it, grab some water. I'm going to finish my drink and then we're going to get started. All right, so I always like to start my classes with a nice good tap of the toes. And we're gonna start to tap it out and in. So think about gas and brake, or maybe even gas and clutch, brake and clutch. 4, 3, heels up, right, then left, right, and left. So we're rolling through the ball of the foot and the big toe. Keep forgetting the pockets on these pants are much higher than my other ones. All right, we're gonna start heels to the front and just start with an opposite arm and leg reach. I like to keep it pretty low when we just start. 4, 3, tap it to the side. We're gonna reach to the front. At 4, 3, 2, all right, toes to the back. We're gonna add a squeeze. So you can keep it low, or we're gonna squeeze our shoulder blades together. So we're trying to pinch an orange or squeeze an orange in our back. All right, knees up right in front. We're gonna start to add a reach towards the ceiling. So think climbing the ladder. 4, 3, tap it to the side again. We're gonna reach up. So reaching high. 4, 3, 2. All right, wood chops right in the center, up and back. So nice and tall. Think about pushing your hips back. As you bow, you close the car door and you pick up your groceries. Good, diagonal, reaching up and down. So starting to wake up the spine a little bit. 4, 3, 2, switching sides, low to high, down and up. Good, 4, 3, 2. All right, we're gonna squat down and up, down and up. Our chest is lifted. We're sitting our hips back into our heels. Down 2, up 2, down 2, up 2. Nice and tall. So a little bit more of a bend in the knees. Last one. All right, we're gonna bring it in the center and we're just gonna roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Good, 4, 3, 2, hands on the thighs, sit it back. We're gonna inhale and exhale. Good, in and out. So if I turn, warming up the spine. Good, roll it all the way up. We're gonna take our feet forward, drop it down into a bit of a lunge right here. So if you don't wanna go that deep, just go ahead and do a step forwards. So drop it down, bring those arms up. So getting into those lunges, waking up those shoulders. Good, last one. Bring it in the center. We're gonna do nice, good hamstring curls. Add a reach and pull. A little bit of cardio, but we're also getting those hamstrings, the back of your legs. We're trying to wake them up a bit. Bring it in the center. Just a good side step. We're gonna march it out and we're gonna shake it out. Go ahead and grab what you're gonna use. So we're gonna start with circle bands around our legs for the first couple of exercises. If you don't have a circle band, you can still do the workout. And then if you wanna make it extra, if you wanna make it a double whammy, you can grab dumbbells. Or if you don't have a circle band, but you have a resistance band and you wanna add some resistance, you can go ahead and grab your band. So we're going to do squats. And if you wanna grab a dumbbell, you can. And then our second exercise, we're gonna do pulsing lunges, where we're going to do right and then left. So decide if you wanna grab weights or not. Kind of depends on how crazy you're feeling. So you can grab one or you can grab two. All right, I had my timer ready, but I couldn't count. Gotta add one more round. All right, we're doing 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest, squats. Here we go, so 45 seconds, nice and tall. We're just gonna sit it down and then up. If you've got a circle band, we wanna make sure that we're not letting the knees come in. We're staying nice and tall. So we squat it back, sit back into our hips. So chest up, sitting down. You can keep it shallow, but we want to keep our chest lifted. So we don't want to do deadlifts and we don't want to bow because we're going to do those later. So check your foot position, drop it down, bring it up. 5 more seconds. And we're going to have short rest. We're going to do pulsing lunges. Good. Weights down if that's what you want to do. We're gonna do 45 seconds right, then 45 seconds left. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, so we're gonna take it down. Pulsing lunges, do about 3, then bring it up again. If you wanna make it a little bit harder, what you're gonna do is you're gonna do your 3 pulses, and then you're gonna drive that knee up. So we're getting a little hamstring work here when we're going back, and then a little hip flexor as we drive that knee up. If you don't have a circle band, that's okay. You can still do your exercise. If you've got a resistance band, you put it under your feet and you hold it, hold the band here, so that when you stand, you're getting a little more resistance right here. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. So a little bit of a rest, then we're gonna go ahead and do the other leg. Then we're gonna go up for some upper body work. 3, 2, and 1. Good, so step it back, drop it down. 3, 2, 1, tap it up. Front leg is gonna be doing all the work, nice and tall. So drop that knee to the back, and that front knee, we're thinking about keeping it over the shoelace. Again, make it harder. Drive that knee up. Use the hip to lift. Now I know if you've got one of the rubbery circle bands versus the fabric ones, they kind of like to roll. Really watch your technique. That's going to help you right here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, circle band off. We're going to do triceps. If you have a band, whether it's a circle or a regular, you're gonna do a press down, a kick back. If you've got a dumbbell, kick it back. We're doing one side, so hold it, down, and up right here. So this is your tricep. Press it down, bring it back in. Again, if you've got a long band, you're just gonna hold it about this far apart. Hold it at your chest. Take it back. Down and up. So just a nice good kickback, nice good reach. All right, we've got about 12 seconds to go. Now this one's kind of hard. We don't want to lock out the elbow, but we want to squeeze that muscle on the back of the arm. 2 and 1. Good. All right, we're gonna switch. Take it over to the other side. Shoulders down and back. Elbow pointing down towards the floor. 2 and 1. Here we go. Down and up. Now sometimes we end up hopping our shoulder forward. Keep it down. Just bend and straighten your elbow. So if you've got a band, imagine you're doing a bicep curl, but since you're using a band, it's a little bit different. It's actually going to be triceps. If you have a dumbbell, you do need to lean forward as you do this exercise. Dumbbells work a little different than resistance bands do. So dumbbells, little fold forwards. Bands, you keep it up. We've got 10 more seconds, and we're gonna go for some side bends. Good side bends. 3, 2, and 1. Now, circle band, you're gonna need to probably put it, this one isn't always my favorite. Circle band, if you got it, you can use it, but it's not the best. So nice and tall right here. Side bend, bring it up. I will show you how to do this with a circle band in just a moment. So right here, down and up. Good side bend. If you have a circle band, this is just gonna be really tight and might be hard to hold on to because it really gets stretched out. And it's hard to come all the way to a tall position. Is it doable? Yes, absolutely. Same thing if you've got a long band, step on that long band, and you're going to do a side bend, lift and lower. So you won't have it foot where the handle is, you're gonna have it somewhere in the middle maybe. And especially with these, good, last one, bring it up. We don't want to, what do we don't want to do? We don't want to lean forward. So we don't want to go forward to come up. We want to bring it in, nice and tall, side bend, bring it in, right here. So imagine you're between 2 panes of glass. You don't have to go heavy with this one. So whether you're a guy or a gal, you don't have to go heavy. So if you want to have a smaller looking figure, right? You want to make your upper body a little bit bigger and keep your waist a little bit smaller. So you don't want to go super heavy and build those muscles. So, yes, you can add a little resistance and make it challenging, but you don't have to go 50 pounds and go really heavy with this exercise. This is a good one that's just for mobility where you keep it light. I'm using the lightest band, last one, set it down. I'm using the lightest circle band that I have. So this isn't one that we do lots of reps for, lots of really heavy weights for. Grab a quick drink of water. We're moving on to our next set. So circle bands are done for now. We're going to do a little bit more upper body. We have deadlifts with some wide rows, and then we're going to do either rows or a band pull down. So grab dumbbells, or again, if you've got bands and you want to use those, that's what we're going to go for. I'm going to go a little bit heavy. I'm not sure if this is the best idea, but that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to go forward, deadlift, wide row, so we drive those elbows out a little bit, and then come back up again. 45 seconds, your time is on. So we start. Forward fold, wide row, and then come up. Brace your core. We don't want to let our low back arch. So we go forward, we pull, and then we come up. It's very tempting, especially if you're going a little heavier, to arch or to lift. We want to squeeze and then set it back down, or bring it back up, I should say, release it. If you've got a band, same thing, stand on the band, Grab the handles, or I actually have to cinch up on my band because I'm short. Grab your handles, pull, and then come back up again. Good, bring it up. If you have regular dumbbells, palms in, just a narrow grip row. If you've got a band, we're gonna do a pull down. So nice and tall, shoulders down and back, pull it down, and then back up. What I want you to imagine is you're doing a pull-up. So we don't wanna pull and drop it down or pull it down this way. Think about shoulder blades down and back into your back pocket. So we're stretching out as we drive our elbows down and back. So imagine we're pulling ourselves up and over that bar, up and over. So really think how we do our pull-ups, how you do a strict standard pull-up. And this one, we still want to brace our cores. You can lean back a little as long as we're not doing a good pull. Last one. All right, bring it down. We've got 2-point curls. 2-point curls. So hammer curl, then we're gonna open, W curl, okay? So center, and then we're gonna palm forward and W. Now you can absolutely do a traditional, and then you can open and traditional, palm up. So palms forwards, down, pull, up, and down. Or hammer, still opening from the shoulder, out to the side. The trick with this one is we want to think about opening the shoulder. We don't want to just turn from the forearms. We kind of want to open that chest a little bit. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Going on for our shoulders. So my shoulders are definitely a little wimpy right now. We're gonna do front into a side raise, then side raise to a front raise. 2, 1, good. So front, side and down, side, front, and down. You can do this palms facing up or palms facing forward, thumbs up, if that feels better. So nice and tall. So front, open, and then side and close. If this does not feel good, check your posture, check your technique, and if it still doesn't feel great, do just a front raise and then just a side raise. 10 seconds to go. And we're gonna do some wood chops. 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Last one. All right, diagonal wood chops. If you've got a band, you can use a band, or if you've got dumbbells, you can use a dumbbell. Split stance. We're gonna do good diagonals. So here we go. So just like in the warm-up, we're going to go shoulder to hip. Now notice on this one, I'm not doing hip movement. I'm reaching up, a little crunch. So if you want, you can look a little behind you, look a little behind you. If you've got a band, yours is going to be a little bit different. Your foot is going to be opposite, if you can, and you're going to do a little bit of a diagonal rotation. It's a little bit different. So right here. Yes? Absolutely an option for you. If you want to do this kneeling, this feels better, go for kneeling. 2 and 1. We're going to switch sides. So a nice good kneeling position or good split stance. Shoulders down and back. 3, 2, and 1. Good. So high and low. Good diagonal. If you want to make it a little more challenging standing, you lift your back heel and you make it a little harder, you drop down into a lunge. But this is core focused, and that's what I want you to think about. So it's whatever feels good. If you need to stay flat-footed, go for it. All right, we've got 20 seconds, so you're over halfway. The rest of our work is down on the floor. You do not have to go down to the floor, but some of the exercises it works a lot better. But when we go down, we're staying down. I don't do a lot of up and down in my classes. 2 and 1. All right, grab a drink. You want to have a little bit of a clear area. I don't know about anybody else, but my workout area always gets to be a huge disaster by the time I'm done. Try to keep it clean and try to keep it clear, and it just doesn't happen. So we're gonna head down to the floor. Couple of exercises are gonna use the circle bands. Don't have them, don't need them. We're gonna do a bridge with a chest press, so you'll need weights for a chest press. And then we're going to need weights for some triceps, for some skull crushers. I usually tell people to go a little bit lighter on these. It is possible to do them with a band. It's a little tricky and it's just not my favorite exercise, but it's possible. So let's go ahead and take it down to the floor. If you've got that circle band, pop it on. You're gonna have it just above your knees so that when we're doing our bridges, you wanna make sure that you're not letting your knees knock, but for the first exercise, we're not letting our knees go out either. Hip bones through the knee, down to your second toe. So just a nice, good straight line. Grab weights you feel comfortable doing chest presses with. And if you've got a band, put it around your back, around your ribs, cinch back towards your chest, and you're gonna do the same thing with us. So chest press with a glute bridge, knees bent, feet flat, little bit of a tail feather tuck. As you inhale, arms down, exhale, you're gonna bring arms up as you lift up into a bridge. 3, 2, and 1. Your time's on, 45 seconds. So inhale, exhale, bring it up. Now option for you is you can lift and hold your bridge so that we're not doing an up and down. If you're not up for that today, or bridges are a new exercise for you, feel free to just bring it up and hold it. Yes? Always, always. Otherwise, bring it up, squeeze the glute. You don't want your weight going into your head. You want your weight to be in your shoulders. So shoulders, upper back. So ribs are tucked, little tail feather tuck. So we don't round the spine, but we don't want to arch. So in yoga, last one, you sometimes arch your back. We don't want to do that for this one. Set those weights off to the side. We're going to do a little bit of outer thigh work here. So tuck the tail a little bit, squeeze the glutes, lift, and we're going to take the legs out and in, out, in. Now go at your own speed. I kind of have to keep up with the music, right? That's just how my brain works. You do not have to do that. So if you need to, you can go down, lift, open, close, and down. Even if you don't have a band, think about keeping your feet pretty flat on the floor, squeeze, and bring it in. Imagine you do have a band. Imagine you've got that resistance, and that's what you're gonna do. So just a good lift and hold and a good outer thigh squeeze. You have 5 seconds. We're gonna do start crunches next. Good, you can take this off. So if you've got that circle band off, take it off. We're gonna take our legs out straight, arms are out. Low back is still pulled into the floor. We're gonna bring our right arm up and our left leg up. You're gonna reach and down. Reach and down. Your upper body is gonna lift off of the floor a little bit. Lift and lower. So it's a good crunch. If this is too much, it's okay if you do this instead. If you wanna make it a little harder, you're going to lift up into your arm a little bit. Lift the body up, diagonal reach. I like this one and hate it at the same time. Good, so upper body, core stays on the floor. That's all you need. Good, bring it in. We're gonna do ankle taps. So low back, close to the floor, knees bent, feet flat. We're going to lift up, hands are down, palms up. We're gonna do side bends, reach for those ankles. Here we go, so option 1, up, Right heel, left heel, center, and down. Up, reach. Option is hold it up the entire time and do those ankle taps. Good reaches. If you need to, because you feel tension in your neck, you can rest. We want to make sure that we're not tucking our chin and we're not sticking it up to the ceiling. So I think I'm holding an apple underneath my chin. So sometimes it's okay to take a break, then bring it up. I'd rather have 5 good push-ups or whatever than 15 kind of sketchy ones. Good, bring it in. Grab weights. We're gonna do lat pullovers with an optional leg lower. Personally, I like to do 2 weights with this one. We're gonna press the weights together. We're gonna slowly lower the weight towards the floor, bring it up, and then either one or both legs is gonna go out and then in. So towards the floor, bring it up, one leg or both legs, bring it in. This is a hard one. You are more than welcome to do single leg or to not even worry about it and to just do your pullovers. The challenge for this is when our arms go out or our legs go out, do not let your ribs flare. This is core while we're also getting some lats. You don't have to get your arms to the floor. Oh my goodness, definitely feeling my abs today. Good, last one. All right, bring it in. We're going to do our skull crushers. Good skull crushers. So we're gonna hold it in the low position, and I'm grabbing dumbbells for this one. So holding it in the low position means this. So you're going to go up and then down, up and down. Now, if you've got a band and you've got it around your back, I want you to hold it in the up position before you do your bend. So remember, dumbbells and bands are different. So yes, you can have your band around your back and you can have it so that your arms are up and then you lower and then you lower. I go to 90 degrees. My elbows do not like going any farther. So my elbows are above my shoulders, maybe a little bit more towards my chin or my nose. Just a good reach. Last one. Bring it up. We've got a couple more exercises. We're gonna do planks and then we're going to do push-ups. If you don't want to do planks, you are welcome to do dead bugs. So a dead bug is just what we were doing, where we were on our back, arms up, legs up, and hold it. Otherwise, we're gonna come up for planks. Option 1, regular planks. Option 2, we're gonna do some plank rocks. So 45 seconds, 3, 2, 1. So we bring it up. So a plank rock is right here. Watch my heels, down and up. So these, some people also call these like seesaws, forward and back. Notice I'm not coming up and down, forward and back. So this is a little shoulder work and a little bit of lower leg work, ankle work. If you need to, you can do a little bit of a down dog and then go back to plank if you're on your knees. So shoulders over your elbows. That's an option for you. We have 10 seconds. We're gonna go for push-ups. If you've got those circle bands, grab it. 3, 2, and 1. If you've got circle bands, grab it. Put it down by your elbows, on your upper arms. Pull your arms out to the side. We've got 45 seconds of push-ups right here. So shoulders down and back, go down and bring it up. I knew that this was a thing, but I'd never tried it until a few weeks ago, and I absolutely love it. So this is a way to make your push-ups a little easier. You're self-spotting. If you don't want to do push-ups on the floor, push-ups against a wall. You can also do chest presses, again, using your dumbbells, and that's fine. Just make sure we're doing kind of a narrow grip here. So elbows pointing back towards my hips. Brace my core, shoulders are packed, which means my shoulder blades are down and back and tight against my torso. 2, and 1. Bring it in, sit it back. That was your last exercise. Woohoo! So give yourself a little bit of a rest. Sit back. If you have that circle band on, reach it out. So nice, good, deep breaths. Sitting back into child's pose. All right, we're gonna bring it up to hands and knees. We're gonna do a little bit of stretching, a little bit of mobility work. So as we're going through this, and I'm cleaning up my area again, I don't know about anybody else, it's just a mess. As we're going through some of this mobility work, listen to your body. The whole point is to start getting your joints to move through a little bit of a bigger range of motion, but you don't want to go so far that you feel pain or anything like that. So we're going to start hands and knees, and we're just going to do a cat-cow. So we're just going to inhale and exhale. So inhale, exhale. This is all pelvis and a little bit of shoulders. So you can think about doing a little bit of a scapular push-up. So you can see I squeeze my shoulders together, and then I separate them when I exhale. So inhale, squeeze the shoulders, exhale, push it away. One more time, inhale, exhale. Now we're gonna sit back, take the knees a little bit wide, and toes are together. I like to tuck my toes under, but it's up to you if you feel comfortable pointing them. Left hand by the left knee, hand lightly behind the ear on the right. And we're gonna rotate elbow to elbow, and then we're gonna open out to the side. The hand that's on the floor, we wanna push that floor away. So we don't wanna let that shoulder creep up by our ear. Good, we're gonna switch sides. So if I turn to the front, I've got hand lightly behind my ear, elbow to elbow, and then I open. So this is a little thoracic mobility, and I really want you to think about opening back behind you. That's the one that a lot of people tend to struggle with, kind of from that hunched, rounded posture that we end up getting. Good, last one. All right, we're gonna bring it in. We're gonna do half kneeling, one foot in front of the other. We're gonna take this leg back. Hands are going to be down on the floor. And we're just going to keep as neutral of a spine as we can. I know if we're really tight, we'll try to round, but we really want to try to open. If you are not flexible enough to get your hands to the floor, I want you to either maybe get a couple yoga blocks or something you can put your hands on, or even hands on your thigh. So we just want to do a nice good stretch. So we should be feeling our hip. Now we're gonna sit back, and this is the one I struggle with. So we're gonna sit our hip back towards our heel, and we're going to just take this leg out straight. I'm keeping my toe pointed. If you can, I need to be more upright, because again, I'm not super flexible. You can pull your toe up towards the ceiling, but remember, you don't wanna feel pain when you do this. Good, now we're gonna kind of rotate our body around to the front, still on this knee, toe pointing forwards. Hands down, rock it back, bring it in. Rock it back, bring it in. Neutral spine, little inner thigh stretch. Good, bring it hands and knees again. That foot that's out, you're gonna rotate from the hip and try to get your toes and your knee to point towards the ceiling, and you may feel where you feel the stretch change. Last one. Good, now this leg, we're gonna bring it around to the front, and we're going to sit into that hip. However you need to get into this position, do that. If you can do 90-90, great. If you can't, do what you can, it's fine. But we're gonna go forward, and we're gonna lean into this hip, little outer thigh stretch. Every time we exhale, we relax. Good, bring it up. We're gonna do that series on the other side, assuming I can remember everything we did. So we're gonna come up to a half kneeling stance. So start in your half kneeling, brace your core, nice and tall, fold forwards, hands on the floor by that foot, and if you can, you're gonna start to straighten that leg back behind you. So nice, good stretch. Again, if you're really tight, some people can do this. This is whatever you're secure with. This may not be safe for you. You can be up here, hand on a couple yoga blocks, something that's not gonna disappear. Good, now we're gonna sit back, straighten the front leg, and again, I come up, so you may need something again to hold on to, seat of your chair, something like that. And we're just gonna sit nice and tall. We don't wanna put a lot of pressure on our knee, so hand on a thigh if you need to, but we don't wanna push down on that knee. Good, now option one, take this front leg out to the side or turn the body to the front. I'm turning just so everyone can see. Same thing, rock it back, rock it forwards. So we want to think about stretching out that inner thigh. A little bit of an adductor rock back. Last one. Good, now we're gonna rotate this leg. Again, squeezing the glute, trying to have your knee and your toes pointing towards the ceiling. Last one. Good. Now we're going to bring that leg in however you need to. Bring it in front, and we're going to sit into that leg. Again, if you can do 90-90, awesome. If you need to bend until it's comfortable, go right ahead. So everybody's a little bit different, and we're going to sit into that hip. You should feel a stretch in the outer thigh of this leg, and you might feel one in the inner thigh here, but for the most part, it should be up here. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it in. We're just going to come up to a kneeling stance. So option one, and if you need to, you can come and sit in a chair. That's okay too. Option one, tuck the toes under, squeeze the glutes, and kind of do a little tail feather tuck. Point your tailbone to the floor. So we don't want to arch, but we don't want to round. Shoulders down and back, one hand grabs the other, and we stretch. This is option one. Option two, reach for your heel, reach for your heel. We want to squeeze our glutes. That's going to help us protect our low back. If you're not here yet, that's okay. We just want to get a good stretch, and we want to feel this in our hip versus our low back. This is also a lot of chest and bicep stretching. Good. Release. Come up to a standing position. Strong leg comes around to the front. Hand on the thigh, nice and tall. Take your right leg, cross it over your left. Arms up, push the left hip out to the side and reach for the toes of the left foot. Again, another outer thigh stretch. Head does not drop below the heart. We don't want to collapse. We want to push the hip out. Good, bring it up, switching sides. Last couple stretches, reaching down. So deep breath. Every time you exhale, try to relax into it a little bit more. Bring it up. Arms down. Right hand, we're going to reach behind our back. Left hand is going to grab the right hand, and we're going to try to pull it over. Give yourself a little chicken wing. Yes. And you're going to lean into that chicken wing side. We want to lift our ear. And if you can't do this, that's okay. Reach down or just try to pull the shoulder down away from your ear. Good, let's bring it up, switching sides. Hand back, other arm, reach. You're gonna gently pull it over, and we're gonna lean into that chicken wing arm. So everybody's body is different. Do what you can do as long as you feel a stretch. Good, release. Arms down, roll the shoulders up, back, and down into your back pocket. shoulders down. We're going to pull our chin back just a little, cheekbone over collarbone. Look to one side, then look to the other. Good, 2 more. 2, 1. Bring it in the center. Big breath in, tippy toes as you exhale. Touch your thumb to your index, middle, ring, and pinky fingers. So breathe it in. Fingers circles, thumb to index, middle, ring, and pinky. Good, couple more of these. Inhale up. Exhale, thumb to index, middle, ring, pinky. Last time. Bring it up and take it down. Last one, bring it in. Exhale, and you are all done. All done. Awesome job. Yay, you got your workout in and done whenever you happen to be doing this. I think I only have one person watching today, but that's okay. I know a lot of people are busy because in Northfield, they've got the book fair today. So if you catch this and it's in April, Northfield Book Fair in Minnesota. Huge event, huge event. Go check it out. Otherwise, go ahead and like this video. If you liked it, click on subscribe and click the notification bell so that you know when I have more stuff going on, whenever I've got videos that get posted. And feel free to comment and let me know what you want to see. If you like the workouts, what kind of workouts you want to see. I did have some requests for some more mobility type workouts, so I will work on bringing those in a little more often. We might wind up doing, 20 minutes, 25 minutes of a strength or cardio, and then we'll do a little bit of a longer mobility work at the end, get a little bit of everything. So if you want to just join us for the mobility work, that is absolutely fine. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll post more information about any equipment that I use in the description of this video. Otherwise, have a great day, and I hope to see you next Saturday or even in my live classes Monday through Friday. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.